What is up, party people? Welcome back. My name's Alyssa Pajoli, and I help working professionals help better their lifestyles, take charge of their health so that they can create a deeper connection with themselves and the relationships in their life. And in doing so, part of this process is helping people become more emotionally aware. So raising that emotional awareness instead of relying on tactical techniques that only go so far. And so joy has come up in a lot of conversations. And it's because it's one of those things when we are wanting to connect deeper, to bring more love and connection with ourselves, with our colleagues, with our family, with our children. It's something that's very, very, it's high desired, but it's also not easy to attain. And here's why. Joy is the number one emotion we prevent ourselves subconsciously from experiencing. And it is because it is very, very scary to us. The process in which we have to go through to fully experience joy is to not be attached to the outcome, not have the expectation of how we think something should be, not worry about the perceptions of what others think we should be doing. We have to release the judgments we have about ourselves in which how we are interpreting the present moment. We have to surrender. We have to fully surrender to the present moment and be okay with the immense uncertainty of not knowing what's going to happen next. And this process is not only very subconsciously scary, but it's not a natural programmed thing in which we do. So, a way in which we prevent ourselves is we always find ways to distract ourselves from the present moment. I was just in a conversation with one of my clients last week that he literally didn't know what joy was. And so he asked me, well, how do you experience joy? What is it like for you? And the interesting thing about it is when I was going in and explaining what it is for me, he was on the other end comparing and despairing, wondering like, well, what is my level of joy? Am I not doing it right? How come I'm not experiencing? What do I need to be doing differently? And the thing about joy is we subconsciously prevent ourselves not only because it's scary, but also because we have so much judgment about being in the present moment. So we create judgment and perceptions to kind of steal it so that we can control and not have too much uncertainty within the moment. And it's quite sad because joy has tons of health benefits. It reduces your stress, your anxiety. It allows your automatic nervous system to go to the parasympathetic state so you can rest and digest. It allows you to be able to connect to yourself and others in a deeper dimension. There's a wholesome when you allow yourself to feel joy that stems from a euphoric bliss, gratitude, intentional presence that is so, I don't want to say humbling, but it's so blissful that when we experience it, we also don't want to leave it, which is another reason why we prevent ourselves from experiencing it in the first place, because once we have it, we don't want to let go of it. And so with joy, I'm curious, What does it mean to you? When was the last time you experienced joy? How are you preventing joy from happening in your world? If you were to bring more joy into your world and allow it to be present, what difference would it make? You're doing great. I love you.